Shuttle valves come in little bags like this. You can buy them at Home Depot, Lowe's, any other hardware supply store. They're used to divert small amounts of water for applications like water supply for the refrigerator, ice maker in it, and for a humidifier. For the refrigerator, you need to take the water from the cold water supply. However, for the humidifier, depending on the specifics, you may want to take it from the hot water supply. If you're using a standard humidifier heat pump system, then you definitely need to attach to the hot water supply. In this house, that wasn't done, and the water is being taken from the cold water supply, which reduces the humidifier's efficiency. So we're going to rectify it today by replacing the Shuttle valve, taking out the old one, putting in the new one. Most types of pipes like CPVC, PVC, and copper will take Shuttle valves. Shuttle valves can come in different sizes for the purposes that we're using them for refrigerators and for humidifiers. 1/4-inch Shuttle valves are the most common ones, but there are other sizes that are available for your specific needs. The procedure for installation is the same. Opening the envelope, you'll see all of these parts along with a set of instructions. The instructions unfortunately only talk about flaring the pipe and attaching it to the Shuttle valve. It doesn't tell you how to assemble the Shuttle valve. If you've done it before, it is incredibly easy. But if you're a first timer, it may be a bit intimidating, so we're going to show you how to do that. We don't need to flare the pipe here because we're just going to be taking a pipe that's already been flared from the old Shuttle valve to the new one, from the cold water to the hot water for our humidifier. Just move the pipe that's already there, and we're going to show you what is not in the instructions. Assemble the Shuttle valve like it's laid out here. Little rubber piece fits the channel of the pipe. Hug the pipe there. The actual Shuttle valve is going to get inserted into the saddle and twist it on. Here we're going to use the adjustable wrench to tighten the top of the Shuttle valve to prevent it from wobbling when we insert it into the pipe. We don't want it to leak, so the smaller the wobble, the less of a chance of that happening. Again, using this crescent wrench so it's nice and tight. I like it perpendicular, but there's nothing that says that you have to do that. Once assembled, your Shuttle pipe's gonna look like this, of course with the pipe going right in there. When choosing a location to put your Shuttle valve, consider that in case anything leaks, you want to be able to shut off the supply to it. So you want to probably put it past the shut-off valve. You don't want to go too far away from the hot water heater. So we're going to choose a location somewhere right here. So here's the Shuttle valve secured. Make sure it's not over tightened, it's not squeezing the pipe. You don't want to deform the pipe with a Shuttle valve. Now we can easily move the water supply for the humidifier from the cold water to the hot water simply by shutting off the Shuttle valve and then disconnecting the supply. We then move it over and insert it into our Shuttle valve and tighten it with our adjustable wrench. After you make sure that the compression fitting connection you just made is good, pierce the pipe by twisting the valve all the way in and then turning it back halfway. You can now check that the water flows and you're done.